Every week I help you find fun places to go with friends and family here in the Jacksonville area. I talk about local food, local craft beer, and local events. That's what I do. I Know Jax. Eat local, drink local, and be local. Welcome back to a new episode of I Know Jax. I'm Joe Talentino. This week we're going to start out by looking at a really interesting local business that does a lot of good. And as usual, I'm going to talk a lot about upcoming events, craft beer, and we're also going to make some tasty treats on the grill. Now here at I Know Jax, I work hard to support small local businesses. It's not easy for a local small business to compete and get the word out about what they do. Small business owners usually don't have a big marketing budget or the same marketing resources as a national chain. But this is what you can do to help. Shop from local businesses. I'm going to start by showing you one such local business, Be Friends Farm.
Typically, we do place bees out in the open rural areas where they're away from people. There are good varietal honeys out there, but the demand is the local wildflower. And we find industrial spaces like the one we're in today. This is in the heart of Springfield, but in the industrial area, and we're behind a warehouse right now. The bees go out and forage from 20 to 30 different plants, and then they bring that nectar back with them, and inadvertently they mix those plant pollens into that nectar while they're storing it in the comb. The thought is that it helps alleviate allergies or build up immunities to those allergies they might have. Things have changed in 30 years. 30 years ago, we could put bees in the backyard and they would just be fine for year after year. But today, we're only getting anywhere from as little as 6 months to 18 months out of a healthy hive before we have to take intervention to reestablish it.
What are the things that would affect the health of a hive?
So as the bees are going through the year, the varroa mites will transmit the viruses into the bees. The bees' immunity is weakened, their lifespan is shortened significantly. What compounds the problem is the bees that are foraging in any environment, whether it's urban or agricultural, they'll be exposed to those toxins in those environments. And they will haul those toxins back into the hive where it's absorbed into the wax. Mm-hmm. And over a short period of time, that becomes systemic to the bees and they just perish.
What can we as consumers do to help you beekeepers?
So,
besides buy your product.
Yeah, besides that, it's just follow the instructions on any kind of insecticides or pesticides you might be using. Apply them correctly. Best if they're applied at night after the sun is setting, because the bees are home for the night and they're not going to be out foraging. And those toxins have time to dry through the night so they're not as active or less likely the bees will accumulate them by morning. Don't ever spray blooming plants.
Your bees travel quite a bit. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay, so they do. They mostly are staged here in Jacksonville through the winter months. As we start to get into the spring months, we start to spread them out, and they'll start off in South Florida in the orange groves. We'll produce orange blossom honey through the month of March, bring them back up to Jacksonville and stage them for the local wildflowers. The gallberries and the saw palmettos fall in that order. And then we move them again back to central coastal Florida for the black mangrove along their coastal waterway, which is the only saltwater plant. And then we'll be back in Jacksonville in the fall.
Cool. So when you guys say your honey is local, you mean it, right?
I mean it, yep. The wildflower is right here in the urban part of the core, within the 295 Beltway.
Right.
The gallberry is just outside the Beltway, typically north and west of town, the airport, and west side of town. It's a gallberry, and saw palmetto is pretty much native to Florida.
Cool.
And you just find good pockets of that.
My mission with I Know Jax is to showcase what our local community has to offer. Here at I Know Jax, I help local businesses get the word out and get seen, and not just on TV. I do a lot of work in social media with my local clients as well. Next, we're going to visit one of my favorite watering holes, Brews, to talk about local craft beer. I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com. Every week I take a look at what's happening in the craft beer scene in the Jacksonville area. I'm at Brews in Atlantic Beach, and today I'm having a Blood Orange Gosa from Anderson Valley. We're going full steam ahead in the month of January, and I'm going to take a look at what's happening in our area when it comes to craft beer. And here's what I found out for this week. First up, a cure for your sweet tooth. Now I don't know if it is, but who can resist delicious cupcakes? Sarah Copeland from Hottie Dogs is having a cupcake beer pairing together with Hyperion. That's on January 17th, and check their Facebook for tickets. At Brews in Bartram Park, they're kicking off a new trivia this week that's going to continue for 2 months every other Thursday. Did you get that? It sounds like a trivia question already, but this sounds like a fun game. It's called the Best Shows/Movies of All Time Trivia Series. So you movie freaks and TV fans, listen up. You can win every time, and there will also be a winner of the trivia series itself. The first trivia game is on Seinfeld. Of course it is. There's one series that I can't answer any questions for because I didn't watch it. But I know many of you are huge fans, so come out to Bartram Park with your team January 17th to test your TV and movie knowledge. Main and 6th in Springfield has just announced the release of a Belgian beer collaboration release with the local homebrew club, Calford Ale Sharing Club, commonly known as Cask. The beer is brewed with Belgian Pilsner malt and specialty malts, and they used Belgian Monastery Ale yeast that they say will give the beer both flavor and aroma. Now that sounds interesting, doesn't it? The food truck Edison Sons will be there as well. That's on January 18th at Main and 6th Brewing Company in Springfield. We also have a big birthday this week. Southern Swells is celebrating 2 years with a mini craft beer festival on January 19th, but I'm not going to talk about that because they're sold out. Instead, I'm going to just say happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Here's something fun for Saturday, but this event is not for everyone. If you easily get offended or can't handle a joke, this is not for you, but I know that description doesn't fit you because, well, you're watching my show, right? On Saturday, January 19th, they're having a Cards Against Humanity tournament here at Brews in Atlantic Beach. This game is marketed as a game for horrible people, so I fit right in. This fun starts at 8 p.m. right here at Atlantic Beach Brews, Saturday, January 19th. That's it for local craft beer news in Jax this week. For more tasty beers like this one, visit Brews at one of their 2 locations. Now the Brews mission is to bring the best variety of ice cold craft beers to take home in a growler. I have big plans for 2019. How about you? I always like the beginning of a new year because it's like turning a notebook to a new blank page. You can forget about last year and what you didn't get done, and you're writing a new story now. I Know Jax grew significantly in 2018, especially online, and that's kind of where it's at today, right? For small businesses like I Know Jax, promoting online has become super important, and this year, I'm planning to grow I Know Jax even more online. So make sure to like the I Know Jax Facebook page and also follow us on Instagram. Now, I often do Instagram stories behind the scenes when I'm out shooting, and sometimes I even do video as well. Next, we're going to meet up with my friend Shaine from Berndt Ends BBQ to make something special on the grill. So we're grilling and chilling out at Rivertown in Fruit Cove, and I got Shaine from Berndt Ends BBQ here today, and you're doing a pretty unique little backyard dish. Talk to me about this, man.
It's fun, man. It's gator.
Gator. We are in Florida, and I hear the gators are a thing. I'm a dog, just saying. I know, don't make that face.
Sorry.
But I like to eat gator, so.
Well, what's better than gator wrapped in bacon?
Anything wrapped in bacon, and you don't have to talk to me too hard on that. So what you did, I watched you before off camera, just took the gator bites.
1 inch by 1 inch cube.
Okay.
Half a piece of bacon. Get a good wrap on it. And then we used our house rub.
Okay.
Sprinkle it on top.
You take these and just toss them on the grill as they are? That's it?
That's it.
Sounds so simple. Let's see.
It's keep it simple.
I'm ready for it, man. I like how dainty you are with these.
Is that better? But you want to make sure when you're being dainty with them that make sure they get even contact on the grill.
Even contact on the grill.
Yeah, because then if...
Oh, so they cook evenly. I get it.
Yeah. Something like that.
Sounds
Something like
technical.
that. It's not really, but it's hot.
Got it. So how long do we need to cook these?
We're going to do about 6 minutes a side.
Okay.
Well, Joe, which side is it on?
The first side.
It's a square.
No.
Yes.
Ish.
Ish.
A rounded square.
Kinda.
Oh, they're smelling so good.
Yeah, they're coming along. They're coming along. A couple more minutes and we'll really get some bacon rendering. See, this is the only bad part. I soaked my toothpicks and they were wet whenever we got here, but I'm sure they got good and dried out.
While we were waiting to shoot.
Yep. And it just keeps them from burning and catching fire.
Just adds to the flavor, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Man, those are looking good.
In the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood.
I think what we need to do next is introduce it to some daddle barbecue sauce.
Ooh, this is the Berndt Ends special house-made daddle. A nice mix. It's not super hot, but
Sweet, hot,
hot.
sticky. And what we're gonna do,
Oh yeah,
you think you can,
I can handle it.
you sure?
Oh, you want me to do it? I can do the tossing. Heck yeah.
As much as you'd like.
And then we'll toss
The
that.
wetter, the better.
That's what. No, I won't go there. It's all in the wrist.
It is.
Show me.
So break it all up, then give it a toss. Ready?
Heck yeah.
You did a great job at trying. You get an A for effort. That is really good beer.
You know where I got it?
Where?
At the really good beer stop.
Where's that at?
Jack's Beach.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I kind of like just tossing them around on the grill, and because the
It's
more
a-
I toss them, the darker they get, and a
I-
little more love they get. Do you see
I
that?
can see the caramelization. I
That's
said that in one word.
Caramelization.
Nice. We were twins separated at birth, in case you wondered.
And see, these you don't need a drizzle. You don't need really
Oh,
anything. No, it would have been a really good presentation on here. Would have been some scallions. It almost looks like an Asian dish.
Those are Gator Bites, Berndt Ends BBQ style. Remember, if you want to learn how to grill and chill, hang out with I Know Jax. Rivertown, First Coast's new hometown. When I first started I Know Jax over 7 years ago, nobody knew how big an influence social media would have on business. Now what's amazing is if done right, local small businesses can play on the same field with national chains. It's up to us to help them win, so here's a challenge for you. Every time you like a national brand on social media, go like and interact with a local business too. Hey, while you're at it, please go like and interact with me on social media. You can find me on all the platforms at I Know Jax. Every week I put together a calendar of upcoming events just for you. I select happenings that I hope you'll find fun and interesting, and here's what I found this time. First, I want to talk about the St. Augustine Film Festival. This is a 4-day festival with lots of different films. I took a look at the program and it's pretty impressive. There are a few local films as well, like the documentary Cracking Aces about women breaking the glass ceiling of male-dominated professional poker, a documentary about one of the greatest champions of endurance car racing, Hurley Haywood, and he's also going to be in attendance. Karen Allen is going to be there, and lots of others. Check out their website for all the program details. The film festival takes place in St. Augustine, January 17th through 20th. You already know how much I enjoy eating, and I also like to go out and eat every now and then. Well, January 18th marks the start of the Amelia Island Restaurant Week, and I think this would be a great time to explore some of the many great restaurants in Fernandina Beach. During Restaurant Week, participating restaurants offer a prix-fixe menu, $12.21 for lunch and $31.41 for dinner. Check out their website for participating restaurants and menus. Amelia Island Restaurant Week takes place January 18th through 27th. We also have comedy at Veterans Memorial Arena. Comedian and actor Mike Epps brings the Funny as Ish comedy tour. Accompanying Epps is special guest hosts Samore plus Earthquake, Mark Curry, and George Wallace. Mike Epps and friends are coming to the arena on January 18th. If you love dogs, I have a performance for you called Mutts Gone Nuts. Now here you'll find high-flying frisbee dogs, tightrope dogs, dancing dogs, magic dogs, and Sammy the talking dogs. Dogs that talk? Go nuts with the Mutts at Nathan H. Wilson Center for the Arts, January 19th. Here's something a little bit out of the ordinary. It's an event called the Stomp Down. It's the nation's largest touring step show competition, and it's coming to the Florida Theater. The Stomp Down Step Show is comprised of elite step teams from middle school, high school, independent, and Greek step teams from all over the country. The Stomp Down is at the Florida Theater on January 19th. We have a lot of other events happening. Tosca the Opera is on January 18th. Southern Swells is having their birthday party on the 19th. The Happily Ever After Tour star Yakov Smirnoff is also on the 19th, and our ABA basketball team, the Jacksonville Giants, are taking on the Austin Bats also on the 19th. For all of the details, visit iknowjax.com and check out my post with a catchy little name, Fun Things to Do in January. That's it for this week. Make sure to keep up with me in social media. You can find me at I Know Jax on Facebook and Instagram. Visit my website at iknowjax.com and sign up for my weekly newsletter, The Insider. I hope you'll have a wonderful week. I'll be back with another episode on TV on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. or catch it online over the weekend. But before then, I'll see you on the internet.